Watch these 2 videos, then we'll talk.
It needs to be burned.
From the beginning, emotions were high tonight, as Pastor Don Williams promised transparency, but most in attendance weren't buying it.
Lies, zero accountability. I mean, anything you want to add to that?
Lies and
zero accountability.
Yeah.
Our kids deserve better.
And the alleged lies, according to parents, start with Warren Perry's contact with the kids at the school.
We have pictures of when he's been at water day and field day with our children. In bathing suits, he's always around. I've seen him at pickup not too long ago. He was getting a hula hoop out of the tree for the kids. And to me, that is contact with a minor.
Eliza Perez has been at the forefront, speaking out as a teacher within the school as soon as she found out. She says it's what any parent or teacher would do, even if it's against a place that was so close to her heart.
I trusted these people with my own life, my children's life, my students' life. I would have never in a million years thought that this is where we would be. Never.
No, the teachers did not know.
Pastor Don Williams says going forward, the church and academy will be doing thorough background checks on volunteers, but parents are still questioning why that wasn't already the case.
Now we're going to start screening volunteers. That's interesting that you weren't doing that before.
And many parents believe this session wouldn't happen if the truth wasn't uncovered.
He had no emotion. He was reading from a script. He thought that he was just doing what he was supposed to do because they got caught. This has been going on since 2023, and only because people have spoken up, this meeting has happened.
Meanwhile, teachers and parents believe this whole situation is far from over.
We've exposed children from 3 completely different schools to a pedophile that they were completely unwilling. Their parents were just looking for an aftercare option. The scope of this, I feel like we're just getting started. There's so much more to this that will come out.
It's a situation where many believe there are no winners.
I mean, the losers in this are the parents, the children, and the teachers who have come to their morals and said peace out.
Hello, officer.
How you doing?
We want to report an incident.
You're Gideon, aren't you?
Yes, sir. So he came to turn himself in.
It's you! Didn't I just talk to you the other day?
Yeah.
Can you tell him what happened?
I was talking to a minor, yes. I was wicked with her. I did horrible things. I said some horrible things.
Okay. And how? At 539?
537, that was.
Alright. Get going. Get going.
Get going?
Get going.
Okay.
But he just admitted to you that he was talking to a minor.
Why are you telling him to get moving?
Okay.
Officer, you...
Appreciate it. Go.
I'm sorry, bro.
He admitted to you that he was talking... How old was she? 13, correct? And you sent her multiple penis pictures, correct?
I hear what I just said.
Yeah, get going.
Appreciate it. Alright.
So, officer...
Here's how it works. You already know. Since you were here in Mifflin County, the way our district...
Your county stuff, it doesn't matter how they handle it. They have to handle the law. And the law is attempt, you can arrest.
We're not going to have an argument today.
I'm not going to have an argument with you. I just want to... we have you on camera just telling a predator to get it.
All right, so you guys are not law enforcement. So
did I not just tell you that I just got an arrest in PA? Do I need to call the detective that I just tested?
I'm not too concerned about your arrest in Lebanon.
So you don't care about... Hold on. Oh, I'm not going to yell at him. I know how to control myself. I'm not going to get arrested. I just want you to know that you just told a sexual predator when you could have got information, when he was willing to talk to you, and you decided not to get any information about it.
I've already told you we passed this along to our district attorney.
Why did you tell this predator to walk off?
You got your
Do you like letting predators go?
No, I don't like predators.
No, you like letting them go.
You got your answer.
Do you like letting predators go? You must like... Oh, you just nodded your head, so you do like it.
You're just gonna post this on YouTube and have your fun day with it.
No, I'm gonna post... Hold up. I'm gonna post you telling a predator to get it.
So we have his information. If our district attorney would like to prosecute, we can go...
How do you have his information when you could have got his phone? He would have willingly gave you his phone if you asked for it.
We know who he is.
Do you want to see our evidence?
You keep it if our district attorney needs it. He's interested.
How is a district attorney going to get it if you don't take any evidence?
You can give it to him. We have your phone number.
So you want me to skip over law enforcement and go straight to the district attorney? That's what you want me to do?
We have your phone number. If he's interested, he's going to reach out to you.
The district attorney is going to reach out to me when law enforcement's job is to investigate crimes.
This is not an emergency.
Well, how are you gonna get? Wait, how you?
No, it's not.
How is it not an emergency when a man was talking to a 13-year-old girl? Now, what happens when he talks
I just explained it's not an emergency.
This man just told a sexual predator trying to meet a 13-year-old girl to get out of here.
All right, we're done. He would have.
Yeah,
We're done.
get real snappy with him. You just telling me?
You cause an issue up there, we're gonna deal with you.
Yo, you're gonna deal with me accordingly.
Yeah.
So you're gonna deal with me instead of a predator.
Yeah, we'll deal with you.
You're gonna. What's your badge number?
You can have my card. If you
Yeah, thank you. And I can't wait till the people of freaking Lewistown see how you don't protect and serve. Great job, Kenneth.
Now, there are multiple systems that have been and still are working together hand in hand to benefit from oppressing marginalized groups. And I say all the time on here, but for those of you who are new here, children are, dare I say, the most marginalized group, the most oppressed group on the planet. Now, I made another video a while ago, include the link right up there, talking about how there's a woman who has been conducting social experiments when it comes to churches. And one of those social experiments was that she pretended to have a husband who was a convicted child offender. And she was asking how safe it was for him to come into that. She was calling churches, asking churches, hey, my husband is an offender. Are we still welcomed within your church? I know that there's kids there. Is that okay? Mind you, that's not actually the case. Pretending. Everybody said, oh my God, yeah, come in. It's great. I mean, maybe there's been some updates, but since I've seen, there hasn't been a single church that has been in opposition. Now, there's also a woman, I keep telling myself I'm going to make a video about her, and then just like more stuff keeps coming up. At some point, I will be making a video about her. And she has been documenting specifically in New York, assault cases by the police against women either every day or every other day. And she said that she's going to keep making these videos until something at a legislative level is done because of the sheer, it's not like it's one or two assaults. Like she's rattling off a list of assaults that have happened within like the 24 hours since she's made another video. And that's just in New York. These systems, the people in these systems, yes, they are largely men, but they are not always men. They benefit each other. They band together because they are the same. The same criminals work within the same little groups, and they all hold each other's hands. It was probably easy for that cop to knuckle touch that child offender who brought himself in, because his department is probably full of other defenders who probably do the exact same thing to each other. The church, and it's not just like some random guy on the street either. Sure, that one guy is, but law enforcement and the church also probably work hand in hand together across the United States. Like, historically, the church and police, I mean, I'm using air quotes, but like historically the police were the slave catchers and the church were the places was the only place where Black people were allowed to have freedom, quotes, but also be indoctrinated by a white religion and have an overseeing eye on top of them. If you try to break free in any kind of way, the slave catchers are going to get you. Working hand in hand. Like, if you try to break free mentally, spiritually, mass is going to beat you. If you try to break free physically, slave catchers are going to get you. That's what I mean. I've already made videos about how the abuse runs deep in a lot of churches. I shared my experience about what that has looked like throughout my childhood. To my friends, to the church that I grew up in, it was messy. I can't remember which video it is. I'll include the deconstructing playlist somewhere up there, so that way if you want to dig through, you can find the stories. But notice how in both, so I can't remember if it's shown in the news clip, but I saw a video, and I'm not going to share that on here. But as that pastor was doing some kind of weird sermon statement about like, oh yeah, we all need to come together, and yeah, bad things happen, but Jesus forgives, and da-da-da-da. A Black mother stands up, weeps, and walks down the aisle as she's yelling at the pastor, saying that her child was molested. And that pastor ignored her and kept speaking. And other people in the audience were like, oh my God, aren't you going to respond to what she's saying? She said that that her child was molested here. Are you going to are you going to not ignore her? Are you going to acknowledge that she's in front of you? And no, he doesn't. He just continues on with his statement. Overlap, it is a Black man who brings forth the child abuser to the police. And the police are like, nah, I'm just going to let him go. I'm going to ignore this as a situation. Black guy is like, are you kidding me? Police is like, actually, you can leave too. These systems, all of these systems are rooted in anti-Blackness. So trying to uphold any of them is working against yourself. But hey, these are just my thoughts, and my name is just Shayna. You stay safe out there. You pay attention out there. And if you are talking to a man who is of the cloth, or if you're talking to a man who works for the police, or if you're talking to a man who's in the military, or if you just be careful. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Stay safe out there. Also, maybe don't do that.